Imaginary Numbers by Jeffrey Thompson. I squared equals -1. As in light coming from distances, in the humming blackness from stars already shuttered and collapsed, as in the volume of water not in a bottle, the area of the shadow of a missing bulb, the way winter light through glass warms nothing, the speed at which, on the rain-slick, leaf-scattered, kittening pike, the accident doesn't happen. The car doesn't slew and swing out against the oncoming traffic. The horns don't flare. Glass doesn't turn into a geometry of pain, and so she returns home after work with the dusk already clambering up the house. The porch light out, hazard mail, and the message light flashing down the hall. It could be that her child, gone to stay with his father, has called to say he loves her, or that her husband has left her for another man, a rodeo clown, and she won't know whether to enrage or amused. Or perhaps it's her dentist confirming her appointment, as her cats twine between her legs demanding to be fed. If possibility is the square of experience, what can she say of this day, its unknown grief haunting the house, painting the walls with its brushwork of headlight and shadow? Would she wish to take it to the root, the absolute eye on the margins of tertiary world? Outside, the rain begins again, and slaps the grass, the trees, bare limbs, scaffolding, the exponential dark. She snaps on the light and sees herself repeated, in the mirror at once doubled and inexplicably exhausted. I chose this poem because it relates the real world and a mathematical term, in a sense, to kind of be together. It basically discusses how, just like imaginary things can happen, nothing is certain. You can think that things will happen, but that's not for sure the way that they'll turn out to be. When Jeffrey Thompson talks about how I is just an imaginary number and light coming from distances, and how she hears the phone ringing, but she thinks it could be this, and it could be this, or it could be something totally bizarre. A lot of people have trouble understanding imaginary numbers to be real because they're considered imaginary, and it took a long time for mathematicians to get imaginary numbers to be noticed and even recognized and accepted. So that just kind of stuck out to me, how they related things that still are barely even accepted now to things that just could happen, and how nothing's really certain for sure to happen the way we think it will be.